Okie dokie. Today, we are asking the question, can you beat Cyberpunk 2077 by only using explosions? That is, grenades, maybe the projectile launch system, arm cannon thingamabobber. Both have perks that share cooldowns and they have a lot of synergy on very hard. Alrighty, let's get into it. I select Corpo for my start because I always select Corpo for my start because I always select Corpo for it. I guess that's not a good reason, but that's where we are. So here we are. I hit the random button like I typically do for V and pick a look and make it. Don't get rid of the creepy eyes and, fuss with it for too long. Eventually, I'm satisfied and I move on and I select my starting abilities, and for that I went with 6 body, 6 technical ability. For grenades, that's where the grenade skills are, and other explosion skills. And then I did 4 cool for sneaking, which I was thinking maybe it was gonna be applicable. Also, no guns this run, just for clarity's sake. No guns, no hacking, just stuff that goes in that weird grenade slot. I blitzed through the opening Corpo stuff. I've done it a million times now. And get to, ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wells. He's putting in work, saving us already. And now we're on to heading towards our first real mission. And we'll get to see how the run feels right away. Okay. We start with grenades. That's better than I thought it was going to go already. I was worried Jackie would not. Jackie was just going to carry this whole first, 4 missions. But okay, we've got a grenade. And so you could see me working through these first few rooms, throwing grenades, hiding behind a corner, blah, blah, blah. But in 2.0, if you haven't played the game in a while, they changed how grenades and health potions work, so they're on a cooldown instead of being a consumable item. So you get to throw or use 2 grenades in this case, and then you get hit with a cooldown and have to wait for it to clear up. This first area is mostly I throw and miss or hit Jackie with a grenade, run away, hide behind a corner, and Jackie, I'm pretty sure, does most of the heavy lifting here. Like, a hilarious amount. But we get through it, and we, save Sandra, call. So, Cyberpunk, as many of you probably know, has a ton of mandatory car chases, Johnny flashbacks, other people's flashbacks that lock you into specific stuff to advance the plot at all. There's the first one with this mandatory gun only, or hacking, I believe, only car chase. And I'm just going to be skipping these going forward. Not interesting for the run, not applicable. You could say the runs fail already, but that's not interesting. That's boring. There's not enough suffering in that answer. Alright, on we go.
Scratched your baby up pretty bad. Sorry, V.
It's okay. I can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
We end up getting sick from saving Sandra by plugging our brain into her brain, and have to go to our friend Victor, our Chrome Shaman, and get some cool new eyeballs and other upgrades for cyberware. And cyberware is going to be a critical part of this run, and that is in the technical tree, so that's why we're speccing into that. So Jackie tells us that he's got a premium new gig with a high-end fixer named Dexter Deshawn, and that Dex wants to meet with us. And the end job is to collect a new prototype relic biochip from Arasaka, one of the main, I'm going to say, villains in the game, one of the big corporations. And first, we need to steal a cool spider robot from a gang of weirdos, and then meet with the end client. Classic stuff.
Classic.
And
I
I'm doing
expect
this
nothing
because
less
it's
from
easy
you.
experience. Normally, I end up at this point in the game getting super distracted and running around like an idiot doing assault in progress
Right.
police missions to get
Listen
experience
close.
and money and have
This kid
fun.
has a serious job to do.
But with the grenades only
Handful of
or
business
explosions
special
only,
understand.
it's too spicy
Let me
right
hear it.
now. So
What's the
here we
job?
are focusing the main mission.
There's the
And just for clarity's sake, here is a quick clip of the first. Normally, I just my ways are set in stone, and I have a nice rut, and this is always the first assault in progress I end up doing, and so I end up here every pretty much run, and here's me throwing my grenades, waiting, and then deciding to run through all the guys. It doesn't go well. I'm taking a ton of damage, and it takes forever, and I end up just dying, and I'm like, okay, I need more levels, I need more skill, I need a lot more stuff going on before I can comfortably do these missions. I end up meeting with the client first before stealing back our spider robot, do the brain dance stuff for the 100th time, meet Judy,
Looking for
meet
Evelyn.
Evelyn,
Know if she's
and
here?
watch where the a
Name's
brain
V.
dance of where
She
the
and I have a
relic
thing.
is being held, so we can plan our heist better.
Gonna have to look around.
And then, yeah, that's it. Another quick interlude where I get distracted and try to do more assault in progresses. This one is against way less guys, and I end up very slowly chipping my way through this one with a lot of running, hiding, tossing grenades, missing, getting hit with hammers, throwing grenades, missing. And yeah, here we go. God, they heal. I don't know if that is a very hard thing that, or if they've always been able to heal. But with this long cooldown between grenade uses, I could see this becoming a problem in the future. I meet up with Meredith, get the money, and at this point I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to pick whatever decision with Royce makes them my friend, so they will help me in the end battle. So that's what I'm thinking. I hack the chip so I can get the extra 10k later, and everything's going smooth. Yes, I promise it keeps going smooth. So these are the gang guys who have the spider robot Maelstrom, and we've got the money to just buy it again. And I'm thinking, yes, path of least resistance. This is going to be tough enough. I'm going to avoid conflict. That's honest to God what I'm thinking here. And I just screw it up and pick the wrong choices because normally I just fight these guys, and yeah, I end up just having to fight them again and slowly chip my way through here with Jackie again doing all the work, or most of it, while I throw grenades, miss, hit Jackie, make everything take longer. And yeah, this section took quite a while, a few deaths, good times all around. Yeah. Normally at this point in the game, on a normal run, I would get super distracted and do a bunch of assault and progresses, upgrade my cyberware, do a bunch of gigs, and just try and get better supplied for the heist. This time I don't do that because it's such a pain to actually kill and do any missions with the grenades as they are right now. So I want to get some more levels, and I know this is easy-ish experience because Jackie can do most of the work. So we take the robot and the relic chip location. We meet up with Dex and crew, and yeah. V seems like one of those people where once they show up and start doing something, everything starts to go wrong. So, we're here at the heist, we're going through, everything's going pretty smooth, and when we get up to the actual relic location, the leader of Arasaka lands, and his son, who we're stealing from, comes up to his apartment, and then while we're hiding in a pillar with computers in it, the son kills the father, the hotel gets in lockdown, and things start going south quickly. So this is one of those missions where they take all your stuff away, and there's a gun, a sword, some clothes, and luckily I had either found or brought, somehow I had the materials. But this had no planning on my part. This was blind luck or something. I had enough materials on me and a crafting spec to make a grenade. I thought this whole section was just going to be Jackie shooting everything, but I was able to help. Sometimes help with grenades. I'm terrible with them. I miss all the time. I light Jackie on fire a lot. And but anyway, we make our way through here. I die quite a few times. Yeah. So here, this is the last kind of area before we're out of here. And there's a bunch of skull level enemies. There's a robot that drops down. It's a lot of damage. And I try this several times and I die over and over and over again because I want to kill all these guys. That would feel great. And it's just not, I don't feel in the cards with my really low damage and bad grenades and all of that. So I tried just sprinting past like a hero and running past all these guys and just getting to the elevator and getting out of here, which I was pleasantly surprised actually worked. And we were able to just blitz past all this crud, get to the elevator, and move on with the run. I said I wasn't going to talk about any of the weird mandatory gun sections. Here's me breaking that rule. I died more to this stupid mandatory gun section because I haven't upgraded my guns and they're all crap when you get away with Jackie or Delamain and a bunch of flying robots attack you. This took me so long. I tried so many times with whatever gun I had, and I end up having to load back because you can't change your equipment when you're in the Delamain, and I have to pick a different gun, try it again, and then I think I do it in 1 or 2 tries. But yeah, I think I died more here than any other place in the run, and that's just stupid. Jackie passes away, which sucks. He's a cool guy, great character, and he's gone, so we're on our own, which sucks real bad.
Take us to a river dock now.
Apologies, but that will not be possible.
So we were told when we were in the brain dance that the chip we stole needs to be in a brain-like area, and the case was shot. Jackie slotted it into his head. He is not doing great, passes away, and so we jam the chip into our head.
Jobs left and right.
Dexter Deshawn, the super cool fixer, super cool, shoots us in the head. We get dumped in a trash heap, and Takamura, who briefly showed up in the murder scene between Arasaka son and father, saves us because we apparently know what happened there, and he's looking to get justice done for his former employer, leader, or whatever, father figure of Saburo Arasaka. Victor tells us that we are dying and we only have a handful of
I could be dead already.
weeks to live, that the relic chip is slowly destroying our brain and cannibalizing it, and Misty takes us home to our wonderful grade A apartment, and we meet Johnny and the run. Well, we're in Act 2 now, I think.
You do not look so bad.
We have a quick breakfast date with Takamura. He tries to convince us of a bunch of stuff. Finding Evelyn, tracking down what happened with the chip. He wants us for our info on what happened in Konpeki Plaza. We agree to help him,
Suspect so, yeah.
and then, go move on. I try to do some quick, easy assault in progresses, and this is how it goes. Takamura makes contact with one of his old friends from Arasaka named Oda, who he wants us to try and convince Oda of what happened in Konpeki Plaza. It doesn't work, but Takamura is encouraged by this meeting, and we kind of go on our separate ways and try to come up with more plans for how to help Takamura expose the truth of Konpeki Plaza, and for us, how are we going to get the chip out of our brain that is killing us. Right about at the start of this mission in Clouds to try and track down Evelyn, I had enough levels for the rocket arm projectile launch system to unlock. And so I started kind of playing between using grenades for the missions and using the rocket arm to see which one was feeling better at any given time. Slowly I transitioned more over to just using the rocket arm all the time. Okay, in the Clouds mission, this is one of those missions where they take away your stuff. Thank God the rocket arm they can't take away because it's your arm. And again, I'm thinking, yes, I can do this mission peacefully. I've never done that before. It'll go fine. And I just screw it up again, like I did with Maelstrom, and I have to explode everybody, which fits the run. And I'm kind of glad that's how it happened. But still, it's funny that even when I want to do the peaceful option, everyone just ends up getting exploded. Lots of exploding. I finally have the Doom Launcher perk, which is gives me another charge of the arm cannon, giving me 2 shots that recharge quicker than the grenades, so less shots per cooldown, but it recharges faster. So definitely a massive damage increase and quality and fun increase. And I'm here trying to save somebody, Evelyn or whatever. That's not important. The important part is a lot of guys get exploded, which is what I'm here for. Yeah, now I'm having fun with the explosions, and I'm hurting myself and getting points in whatever, burn the city. Anyway, we're having fun now. Between the boss healing and the enemy healing, I don't know if it's possible to do grenades only. Maybe. Probably on normal, or at least just hard and not very hard difficulty. And I'd be maybe willing to give that a go if a bunch of people made comments and liked and subscribed and were like, yes, we want to see grenades only, however, by hook or crook. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see that.
Okay. What about them? I can always just get rid of them my way.
We find Evelyn, take her back to Judy's apartment. She is not in great case. She's pretty much catatonic and non-communicative. She went through a lot of really bad stuff. Really, really disturbing, gross stuff. So, she's not doing well. We find out from some brain dances that Judy had recorded with her client who wanted her to steal the relic chip for them, that the Voodoo Boys are involved, and our contact for that area Pacifica of the game is Mr. Hands, who is a wonderful character that he's probably my favorite fixer in the game. Yeah, so we call him, see what the hell he can work out. I have every faith he can work something out.
Trust me.
And this will take some time for Hands to work his magic, and we, in the meantime, decide to start looking for the architect for the chip, which involves meeting with Rogue, paying her $15K, which I've got just laying around, and she sets us up on a date with Pan Am, who I love. She also likes explosions. We get along great. I also know that this part with Pan Am on a normal playthrough, set on normal difficulty, is tough to go through her, getting her car back and then going out for revenge for her.
And what is it you want?
Yeah. So this is going to be a spicy Pan Am date. I try a bunch of times to just clear out everybody. That's normally what I do, is just systematically destroy all the punks here, but in this case, that was not working. Didn't have the damage, and I don't have the survivability. More survivability than anything else to get through this. So I end up just focusing down the target with the key, and then swiping the key, picking it up, driving to a meetup point to meet Pan Am, and deciding to go help her get revenge on Boz, who had... No, not Boz. Some guy. Doesn't matter. Explosions are what matters. Anyway, we get Pan Am her car and go on another vengeance trip. The snipers that can shoot through cover are a nightmare in this job, or this area of the mission. We're in this cave. The snipers are behind cover. They can shoot you through cover. It's just terrible. Again, this took me a couple tries to get through it, and I found the best thing for me to do was to charge the snipers and get them down as quick as possible, because nothing was taking me out more consistently than a random sniper bullet, and blam, dead. Load again. You have to do this all in one shot, because you're in combat pretty much the whole time. You could run away, but that's boring, and I only thought of doing that right now. I died a lot. After we take all these guys out and get Pan Am's revenge, we meet up or we go to a hotel together, come up with a plan of blowing up a EMP power generation tower to knock a Kang Tao transport out of the sky with some explosions, and I'm sold. It's about explosions. We're good, and off we go. And here we see the mythical, often rumored, rarely seen, dancing Kang Tao transport ship with our ship architect on it, and off we go. We make our way to the landed ship. It turns out that we are the second people here, and the Kang Tao people had killed a bunch of Pan Am's people. We get through here pretty easily. The rocket arm is putting in work, doing a good job, taking out the robots, even the big one. And then we rescue Mitch, who was one of Pan Am's close friends. Scorpion, her other friend, had died. And yeah, we make our way through here. I don't think I died. I think I was on fire a lot. So after we check out the crashed convoy, it turns out that they had run away and taken our chip architect to this gas station. For some reason, I think I'm really cool and can just charge into this place, and this is wrong, and I'm not cool, and I just die like an idiot. And I don't know why I thought I was cool all of a sudden. I haven't been cool in a while. But here we are, and I just explode. Second try goes way better. I know that if I just rush to Hellman, and I know where he's at after all these freaking playthroughs of this game, I know I can just auto-kill everyone in here, but that's boring, so I do my best to kill or have Pan Am kill. She does a lot of work in this mission. Everyone in here, all the Kang Tao jerks who had killed Scorpion. And then we find Hellman, who's our chip architect, and we give Takamura, who wants to, have a nice civilized conversation with him, and we agree to meet up at the hotel. Mr. Hands finally gets back with us, and we've got our in for the Voodoo Boys, and hopefully we can get some info, some kind of lead on how to get this freaking chip out of our head that's killing us. So we meet up with Mr. Grumpy, and he, yeah, we gotta help him.
No. Shopping center by the intersection. Go to the butcher shop there.
Ask for Placide. He will tell you the details.
So I do Mr. Grumpy's first quests, which are to push out the animals out of the gym, which is a mall that the corpos had built and abandoned. Anyway, and my damage is feeling bad, super low, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna come back here later. So, Takamura, it is. I get back, meet up with him. He's got more quests. He wants to talk to Yorinobu's daughter, Saburo Arasaka's daughter, and convince her that he's cool and that I'm cool and that her brother's a murderer, and all of this by hijacking a parade float. Yeah, it's a great plan, and we need to kill some snipers. That's fine. I get through this pretty quickly and easily until I get to Oda, who we'd met before. He's an invisible samurai ninja guy, and it's not fine. He deals a lot of damage. I deal very bad damage. Everything takes forever. And to really maximize my damage, I need to hit myself with the explosions, because that gives me another stack of burn the city. If I get 6 stacks, I get another launcher shot immediately instead of waiting for the cooldown. I do this, I end up killing myself, and every attempt at Oda just takes forever and a day. And so I load. So after the debacle at Oda and all of that wonderful time wasted, I go back to Mr. Grumpy, restart his quest, but before that I spent, I don't know how many hours, 6 probably, gating levels, getting quests, getting more cyberware, just messing around. Because I know from watching Abraham Sandwich's videos that you can just go through the front door and get to the van directly instead of doing what Mr. Grumpy wants. This takes a couple tries for me to get in here and kill slash sneak slash optical camo my way to where I can interact with the van, but much easier than going through the front door, which doesn't feel super possible at the moment. Managed to find myself a funny little cubby hole over here and right by the van, which is only 10 meters away, as you could see, and I, between optical camo and swapping to the rocket arm, am able to drop out of combat, save, and kill all of the guys around me who are aggroing me and preventing me from interacting with the van. It takes a while, it's painful, but it's working, and it works, and I'm able to interact with the van and move on to the fight with Sasquatch. So this fight is kind of a gimmick fight, with 2 different gimmicks happening at once. First off, Sasquatch has a regeneration thingy on her back that you have to blow up, or she just instantly heals all of her damage. Very obnoxious. The other one is Placide and Netwatch are fighting, and if Netwatch wins, you die immediately. And so it's just a pure DPS race. Also, you can steal Sasquatch's hammer before this fight starts, which I don't know if it helps or not. Feels like it helps. Just funny to me. And so yeah, I'm going through here. The fight is easy, and without a time limit, it'd be trivial, and I'd get through no problem. But as it sits right now, I'm like, oh, I don't have 30% or 26% more damage through playing better, I don't think. So it's either grinding more or finding a different option. So I swapped my optical camo and I see in the distance that these doors look open. So I try just slapping my camo on, running through here, and stealing Sasquatch's hammer and getting to Netwatch. And this works, and I had no idea you could just skip the fight with her. I thought it was a hard mandatory fight you had to do. The more you know. So we meet up with Netwatch here. Normally I end up
let's hear it.
killing him and also killing all the voodoo boys with a bunch of exploding, just a normal playthrough or hacking or whatever. And this one, I'm thinking the run is impossible, and so I just agree, okay, yes, I'll help you, Mr. Slimy, Netwatch agent who I know will just end up murking and killing all the voodoo boys, which is what I want, so it aligns, and I will still have to fight Mr. Grumpy, so we're going to call that a deal. So the voodoo boys want to find the super hacker ghost named Alt. They need part of Johnny's engram to find her. We lie to them. We go through a weird cyberspace land. Netwatch comes in, kills all the voodoo boys. Great. So the voodoo boys are dead. We find Alt agrees to save us from the chip. Excellent news. If she gets into Mikoshi, which is underneath Arasaka's main tower. Okay, so that's something. That's plot. I was worried about the Placide fight, Mr. Grumpy here, and I thought that this was going to be another roadblock, leaving me SOL. But he's got a Sandy, but apparently he doesn't know how to use it or something, because he ends up getting shot in the face a lot, and that's fine with me. And finishing this quest unlocks everything needed to start Phantom Liberty, the new DLC, and so DLC spoilers ahead. Skip to time mark shown, probably shown here to, I don't know, you probably might not want to watch the rest of the video, actually. Anyway, spoilers ahead. So after finishing off Placide, we get the call from Songbird, which is the start of Phantom Liberty DLC. I agree to help her do whatever crazy save the president BS she's planning. And so I've played this DLC 3 or 4 times now. I know that the relic tree has a rocket arm upgrade, and I've tried them before, and I remember thinking, these are crap. These aren't worth my time. So, and also I was thinking, okay, if I start Phantom Liberty, I should finish it and go for one of the new endings, right? And so I start the Phantom Liberty. Songbird gives you your 3 relic points, which I use to upgrade the arm. And these are way better than I remember. Just, you charge it up, and instead of 1 missile that does a little bit more damage, it shoots out 5 missiles, which is way more than 1. 5 times as many. And if I get another relic point, which you can just straight away in the DLC, you can have 3 charges, which, wow, yeah. This synergizes super good with Burn the City, so you can typically, if you hit most of your charges of the gun, you can just cycle infinitely with always having another missile to shoot, and hitting, if you hit with it, bam, you have more shots. Yeah. We've gone now from challenge run of hiding behind corners into fun time explosion run. Like, there's a lot of exploding. I get distracted, I think. I get distracted for hours and hours just doing assaultant progresses and having a blast with this build now. We explode so many guys. We save the president or something. We end up running around. Songbird releases some kind of weird robot. I jump on top of it because I'm cool and it squishes me, and then I have to do it again. But either way, lots of explosions. Get them. They fell over, and then they fall over, and you can explode them again, and then they fall over again, and it's great, and it's just wonderful. Look at it. We're gonna go. Yeah. Here's our standard stealth mission for Spy. We're doing stealth here. Yeah, that's me. Stealth guy. Captain Stealth. Stealthy stealth, stealth. Look at us go. Stealthing it up. It's stealth if everyone's exploded, which is exploding time, and it's explode. We explode our way through some stealth sections. We end up at another area with an elevator that we're waiting for, and then more guys, explosion guys show up, and we explode them. They fall down a lot, and this is a lot of fun, and I'm having fun. And then Songbird wakes up a horrible mutant robot thing to help us, which, okay, we didn't need help. We were fine. We were exploding. But no, she's got to help us with this stupid freaking robot. So we run from the stupid robot that Songbird woke up and then lost control of. Apparently there's weak spots. I didn't know about that. I'm not shooting the weak spot except by accident. Eventually I figure out that you should probably shoot the weak spots. And at one point I think I'm cool. I jump on top of the robot jumps up into the ceiling, I get squished, I get to do this all over again. Yeah, good times. Eventually I get smarter, don't get squished, get through this, kill all the robots, and pick up a weird crafting mat that I'm not going to use, but I like having it in my inventory. It makes me happy. I think after saving the president, she goes to tell me to go find Reed or something. It's all a explodey blur, and I just get distracted. At some point I meet up with Reed. I think, though, I just got distracted for like 8 hours and did a bunch of gigs for Mr. Hands and Assault in Progress and saved some weird biotechnica guy who jammed some kind of thing in his face, and I just go through it. It's exploding, and I explode a bunch of stuff. This should be a montage. I don't know if it will be, but maybe it will be. Just exploding for condensed down with 8 hours of getting confused and lost and distracted. Here we go. Here's the Reed mission. We find Reed. We get followed because this is all about exploding and not about spying or whatever this crud is. Yeah. We focus up. This is the main plot. And we kill some more guys with our exploding. I save some cops from themselves. Yeah, they got bamboozled by some kind of drug guy. They might be corrupt. I don't care. We just get through this mission with a ton of rocket arms and missiles and no stealth. I think they said be stealthy, maybe, but you don't fail for not being stealthy, and Hands normally doesn't care if you just solve missions the way that they should be solved, by exploding. I collect some prizes from the sky, get some more crafting mats to make my cyberware better. I save some kind of horrible doctor who I think is doing bad things to scavs, but I just shoot a missile into the room and it sorts itself out. Get some experience, mission completed, and I get some more. Okay, now we focus back up after getting distracted again, and we have help Reed out now. Alright, back on task, pushing the main plot forward. Reed wants to find a netrunner who can chase down Songbird. This obviously requires a lot of exploding. We explode our way to him. We get him killed along the way. We find out that Songbird is messing with the black wall. That's bad. And that Songbird is being held at Hansen's base, the leader of Dogtown. We come up with a plan involving a bunch of sneaking. That's great. There's a horrible sniper section now, a section if you will. That's bad. I mess it up really bad. He yells at me. He yells at me a lot in that section. For some reason I'm very bad at it. Probably from all the badness. And we make it to the party. So we end up finding Songbird at a party being really chummy with the Dogtown leader. She's fake. So fake, and it's obvious she's got some kind of scam going on between Hansen and us, and
Ours.
a cure she promised us. But she's like, I have to stay here or I'll die. Hansen has tech I need, so we agree to help her. We steal the identity of some hackers using roulette. I use as much money as I can because it seems like it's auto fixed where you always win. I don't know if that's true, if I've just gotten lucky 3 times in a row. Either way, I make a bunch of money. And we need to get a magic face thing and get through the mission stealing hacker identities. Of course, stealing hacker identities requires going on some boondoggle of a mission to hack cell phone towers and explode a bunch of guys standing by the cell phone towers. And this is supposed to help hack their car, something. So the cell phone tower boondoggle ends up just not working, and so we get to just sit here with our scanner out and scan for the signs of the 2 hackers that we need to steal the identity of. We find their car, we hack their car, we drive away with their car with them in it and drive them into a garage, and then they get killed. So obviously they get killed, I guess. Anyway, they're dead now. And so we drive our new stolen car wearing our fancy new tech, talk to Kurt Hansen, who obviously thinks something is up, right? As you're walking in here, someone tells you that the FIA, who that's us now, are planning some gonk move, and Kurt is asking just the weirdest questions, and thank God we've got the little V key over there, which gives all the answers to his leading questions to try and get you out or bamboozle you or make you say something stupid. Anyway, so at this point in the run, Reed has given us a kill Songbird meta demon thing that'll totally work, he promises. And we also have the option of, siding with Songbird and helping her do her weird scheme, whatever the hell that is, involving rogue AI in our brain that'll totally save us. I promise, I swear. I decided to go with the betray Songbird and then help Songbird ending, because I don't have that one yet for achievements, and yeah, that's the one I'm doing. Oh no, the magic knock Songbird thing out didn't really work, and then Hansen kills Alex, Songbird kills a ton of people and runs off, and we follow after her. Now we get to hear some killer, amazing battle music and get through a corridor with a ton of guys in it. I die a few times because I get greedy and overconfident. And eventually we end up at the Hansen boss fight. This fight was a lot of fun. It wasn't easy or too hard. My first try, I end up dying, and I'm thinking, oh, is this another auto-death, auto-lose thing? And it's not. It's I kept getting stabbed with a knife kind of problem. So I get better, I jump around a lot more, fire a lot of rockets, a lot of explosions, and finally take him out. Good stuff.
Dogtown Alpha Hound my ass.
Songbird ends up getting away. She goes through the city killing people. Max Tack gets called. Finally, I guess, Reed's Songbird killer kicks in. She passes out, and now she's with Max Tack going to super prison, and we need to sort that whole problem out. Reed makes some calls. We make some deals with the 6th Street Boys. I think that's their name. We get an ambush point. We tell Mr. Hands where we're doing the ambush because that'll make him like us, and he's a cool guy. And so we ambush Max Tack, and I'm thinking this is gonna be fine. Everything's fine. And but it goes pretty well. First try, no deaths, and none of the Max Tack guys, except for one, heal. Reed deals some damage to them, I guess. Unclear what he's doing, but he shoots at one and tells you to focus on that one, and I do that, and just slowly chip my way through all these Max Tack nerds. So we end up chasing Songbird, who had gotten away from the Militech convoy, and we chase her to a Militech cyber nuke base before cyberspace had exploded the first time, and she's not doing super great. And now she, or the AI inside of her, has unleashed an alien isolation instant kill robot after us that if it catches us, we just die. I do not like this section. The first time, okay, cool. And then the robot kills you. And then the robot kills you 10 times. And there's no horror or tension. It's just frustrating. Yeah. But this time, at least, I have gotten 15 points in cool and have the run crouch ability. And this helped a ton. I wish I had been able to have my optical camo. I think that would have also helped, but I needed the not dying items, cyberware, in those slots and not optical camo, so I didn't have it, and that made me sad, but at least I didn't die to Max Tack. So I get through the alien isolation section here. We find Songbird in the center of the core. She wants to die because she's losing her mind to the Black Wall and doesn't want to become an NUSA weapons / guinea pig. And that, with this here, we could either get an ending or we could do what Songbird wants, which I do, and I let her die. And this finishes up Phantom Liberty. But that's boring, so we're not done here, not by a long shot, and we're going to try and get the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. So I have to unlock all the endings. You actually have to kill Oda, so back to Oda we go. I go through the parade, no problem. Now that I'm over-leveled, over-geared, I've got all my explosions, plenty of charges. This is pretty trivial. I get through it, no problems. Moving on. After Takamura decides randomly to just kidnap the
Right about now.
lady here, Hanako, who is like one of the leaders of Arasaka. Arasaka finds us, obviously, attacks us. I blow a bunch of guys up. I save Takamura because he's been a bro. And this unlocks all the endings, or the ability to finish the main game. So here we go. So I do all the various things for Johnny and Rogue to unlock the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. I'm not going to go over those here. It's pretty much picking very specific dialogue choices, where Johnny was buried, and just getting through it. And then you end up at the top where you are deciding who you are going to storm Arasaka with, and you sit here for, I believe, exactly 5 minutes, and then you get to start the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. Because, yeah, you'll see here, I'll leave it cut where you can see what happens after 5 minutes. Johnny says, oh, it's hard picking who you want to die, blah, blah, blah. But for the Don't Fear the Reaper ending, before 2.0, everything was scaled to level 50. And I assume that's still what's going on here, and I am not level 50, I'm level 46. And I know being underleveled sucks and it's bad. Also during this ending, other than being underleveled and the monsters, I think, dealing more damage, you lose 10% max HP every unit of time, 10 minutes, something. It's bad. And then also random cyberware can stop working. And if you die, credits roll and you get to load. Or if you're quick enough and not wallowing in self-despair, you can get a load in before the credits roll. Otherwise, it's Alt F4 time and you get to load the game again. The first group of guys who are just human enemies, I get through no problem, and I'm thinking, is this even possible? And then I'm onto these robots, and they are just ripping through me. And I'm like, oh no. Because normally, pre-2.0, you had to do the whole waiting thing all over again. But now, apparently, you get an autosave right as you go into the Arasaka Tower, which is such a great change. Oh, it's so good. And then, well, I get some cool screen features here, but it fixes itself, and then we can just try again. Either way, I decide not to smash my face against this too hard because I know it's just a level difference and I need to gain 4 levels, it looks like. With my newfound cockiness from getting to the next save point, I end up rushing through this area, seeing a robot, panicking, running past it, dying, and then forgetting to record the next attempt. And but it goes better. I take my time. I methodically kill every guy. I don't worry about the, my max hit points ticking down, and I just get through it and get to Mr. Smasherface. Previously, when I was doing all my grinding, I bought some consumables, the ones that increase health regen, stamina regen, max hit points, and I pop all those. Those are all the buffs you see at the top of the screen. You can also see that my max hit points is, 270 maybe. And thank God I've got all the body perks, the adrenaline, all that good stuff. And Adam Smasher doesn't heal, so I just need to not die and not kill myself. And there's lots of hidey holes, lots of walls, plenty of ways to not take damage in this fight, or to run away, heal up, and yeah, just make it through. Not as nearly a good fight as Hansen, but still good, and yeah, we chip away through. I kill all the ads as they come in, it's all good. And yeah, you can beat Cyberpunk 2077 on very hard, and get the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. Yeah, you could do it. With explosions only. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And if you want to see grenades only or any other weird runs, let me know. Post, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.